This ain't no intro, this the entree. Okay. When we last left off with Miss Braun, I believe I was telling her to go to court for filing copyright claims because she's a lawyer and she can take people to court if she wants to. But in the craziest turn of events, one that I did not see coming, she has decided to go to court, for she's not going to court as a lawyer, but as a party to a defamation lawsuit against 4 other content creators. So I guess you could do that too, girl. You could do that too. Hey guys, my name is Mercedes. Welcome back, or welcome to my channel for the first time. I'm glad to have you here. So we're going to jump straight into talking about Jeanette Braun and the ongoing saga with Lauren the Mortician and every other person who exists in the entire world. So like I said, when we last left off, we were talking a little bit about the copyright violations that Jeanette Braun was claiming that all of these people had made by using images of Lauren the Mortician and herself in their content. I believe we had talked a little bit about Paige Christie's ongoing battle with Jen Gerard, as well as Lily Marston and Jessie Smiles, and Caffeinated Kitty having some issues with Jeanette Braun. Well, come to find out, she has decided to file a lawsuit against 4 content creators, 2 of them being TikTok creators and 2 of them being YouTube creators. One of the people that I did not mention in my original video's name is Becca Day. Becca has been covering this information on Lauren the Mortician for several weeks leading up to all of this information coming out for everyone else on TikTok. So when I first saw mention that there was a lawsuit that came out, I originally just assumed that it was going to be a copyright claim or a copyright lawsuit against Lily Marston and Jessie Smiles, because they have been the most aggressive in fighting back against wanting to keep their information up online and posting more things onto their channel, stating that everything that they were doing was fair use and that YouTube had sided with them and put the information back up. So I was very surprised to see when the case that had been filed was actually Lauren the Mortician and Jeanette Braun suing 4 people: Rebecca Day, Lily Marston, Jessie Smiles, and Caffeinated Kitty, for defamation. So since Jeanette Braun is a party to this claim, she is represented by someone else, which I did find that to be interesting. So I went ahead and looked up who was going to be the lawyer in this case, and his name is Benjamin Lockyer. It looks like he graduated from the same college as Jeanette Braun, so there's likelihood that they are known in the same circles. It both looks like they are lawyers to content creators. According to his Instagram, he seems to kind of cater to content creators on intellectual property, copyright claims, things of that nature, similar to what we've seen that Jeanette Braun seems to represent herself as well. I do think it's super interesting that both of these lawyers are private practice lawyers as opposed to working at a firm. Now, there's nothing against that. I think it's awesome. Go after your dreams, go start your own business, do whatever you want. But I did read an article from Jeanette on her website where she's talking to someone else about the fact that she's working as an independent practice of, almost said physician, lawyer. She's a lawyer. I keep forgetting what she does. She lawyers. That's the verb. So Jeanette is an independent practice attorney. And she says on her interview that the reason that she did this is because there was a lot of people who did not respect or appreciate the fact that she had a lot of experience in the legal field, but that it did not directly apply to being an attorney or practicing in the courtroom. So she didn't feel like she was getting the value for what she was worth in the field. Now, I don't know why Benjamin Lockyer decided to go this same route, but he is a fairly young guy. He, according to his profile, is 31 years old. It seems like he graduated a couple of years ago, has worked a little bit in the field, and is now running his own firm. Now, it does look like he has a team of people, which can be beneficial. As we saw in the Caffeinated Kitty cease and desist letter, it seems like Jeanette could use her own team of people as well, helping her to push the proofread button. So download Grammarly. This isn't even sponsored, girl. Just download it. It works for me. I use it at work. So both of these lawyers graduated from the John Marshall Law School. Jeanette graduated in 2019. I'm not quite sure when Benjamin graduated. I think, based on speculation that's been going on online, that he graduated after her. But again, I'm not sure how long he has been in practice. So let's just get to the case. So what is being sued for in this situation? So remember, there are 4 defendants in this case. The 5 main areas that are in this complaint related to defamation are: 1, the plaintiff, Lauren the Mortician, being transphobic, that being stated by Caffeinated Kitty according to this lawsuit. The second one is that Attorney Braun is an unethical lawyer. This is stated according to her by both Rebecca Day and Lily and Jesse on their podcast. Attorney Braun filing false copyright claims. Again, this has been said by multiple creators, not just the one that are in this lawsuit. Attorney Braun being a rogue attorney. I believe this is based on the fact that Caffeinated Kitty stated that originally when she received her copyright claim, she didn't even think that this was a lawyer for Lauren the Mortician. And she asked for clarification to make sure she was a attorney for Lauren the Mortician and not a rogue attorney. But, you know. And the last is Attorney Braun commits perjury. So she did state that one of the girlies from the Do We Know Them podcast stated that she was committing perjury on one occasion. So these are the 5 things that they claim in this defamation lawsuit. I find it extremely interesting that Lauren the Mortician is only a part of one of the claims of defamation in this lawsuit, and that being against Caffeinated Kitty for the statement of her being a TERF or her being transphobic based on the likes and engagement with a specific content creator on Instagram named Conservative Ant, I believe. I tried to watch some of his videos. I know that a lot of content creators have a audience and that people enjoy what they get from these people, but I can't. There's someone for everyone. There's someone for everyone. There's someone for everyone. I couldn't do it. Anyways, so Caffeinated Kitty made these claims, but I am not a lawyer, never been to court in that way, but it feels like when you call someone transphobic, isn't that just an opinion? And aren't opinions just fine? I don't know. This seemed very strange. I don't know how stating your opinion of somebody's actions on the internet can then get you sued for defamation because it made her lose a contract with a famous documentary crew. I think what made you lose the contract was your likes on the internet, your engagement on the internet with that guy. I don't think it had nothing to do with Caffeinated Kitty girl. Second thing I thought was interesting is that 4 out of the 5 items that are being sued for are for Jeanette Braun, the lawyer, who is only a part of this conversation because Lauren the Mortician got in a fight with a guy named Jamie Grayson about a car seat. This wouldn't even be happening if your client, Miss Braun, didn't call a man a creep on the internet for having car seats for his job. So can he sue her for defamation? I don't understand what rules we are going by here. So Lauren the Mortician gets herself involved in this lawsuit with Miss Braun, but I wonder if Lauren the Mortician is feeling like this was a mistake, because this could have easily been resolved so quickly on her part. She's not even really a part of the conversation anymore. I do know that a lot of people are making a lot of videos about Lauren the Mortician, but I don't think that it's because anybody cares about her part in this anymore. I think it's mostly about what Jeanette Braun has going on. And now Lauren is just attached to her name because of the situation. And people get more clicks and more likes if they use the term Lauren the Mortician because it's trending. I think what should be trending is Jeanette Braun, because she's the one involved in all these situations and is the common denominator when it comes to the copyright issues, the cease and desist letters, this lawsuit. Everything ties back to Jeanette, not really to Lauren anymore. So as I'm going through this lawsuit, I noticed some really strange topics that were brought up for a defamation claim specific to these 5 areas of concern. One of those being some screenshots from Becca Day's TikTok where I swear to God, this can't be real. Is this what our taxpayers pay for? Okay. Becca Day got in an argument with Diplo. So Becca Day got in an argument with Diplo, and Lauren decided that it was a good time to mention, like, Lauren the Mortician ain't the first person she got in a beef with. She also did this to Diplo. Well, then you're an attorney. Ask Diplo if he wants to go to court. Does he want you to be his lawyer? Did Diplo file a complaint? I'm confused. Why are you talking about Diplo? Leave Diplo out of this. I don't know what he did, so don't come for me. I should probably know that. But it's interesting that she includes these screenshots from Becca about Diplo, but she does not include the screenshots of Caffeinated Kitty apparently threatening people on Reddit and making all of these crazy claims that she appears to be making that led them to believe they needed to call the police on Caffeinated Kitty. You got time to look through Becca Day's TikTok, but you can't screenshot all these Reddit posts from Caffeinated Kitty. Maybe that's going to be in like disclosure or something, because I find it interesting that they went ahead and prepped that, yes, we were so concerned for one of the content creators that we had a wellness check called on her because she was doing all these things. Girl, show the receipts. This is the courtroom. Show the receipts. This is the perfect time to do that. Where was I? Oh yeah. So people were talking about these ladies on the internet, and it made Jeanette mad. She was mad about this. She said, "Stop talking about me. Stop talking about me on the internet. I don't like it." So I find it strange that these 4 ladies are the only people that are part of this defamation claim. The whole internet, the entirety of the internet is talking about Jeanette, and not many people have nice things to say about her. I think there's a lot of reasons for that. Number one, you're trying to bring down the entire content community. This is not a lawsuit that is just about these 4 ladies, right? Anybody who has anything negative to say about anyone is potentially affected by this specific lawsuit. I wish there were more content creators, specifically those that have commentary channels, that were speaking out about this lawsuit, because it has the ability to, or the potential to, really cause issues for content creators. So why'd she go after these 4 people specifically and not some of the others who are making far more not nice videos about Miss Braun? I do not think that this is about Lauren the Mortician. I think that these women have created a running joke about Jeanette, making her kind of seem silly, and that bothered her. And so now she wants to take them to court, even though I don't know, speculation here, that she believes that she has a chance of winning anything. I think she just wants to do this to take up a lot of people's time because she has the time to do it. And her buddy, or the guy that she knows from law school, likely isn't going to make her pay full price. This is probably going to get his name out there. I don't know if that's a good thing, Ben. I don't know if that's a good thing, buddy. Yeah, I mean, who knows why he decided to take on this case, but, we'll see where it goes. The other thing is, I think that these are the 4 people who really fought back hard against the copyright issues. I know that Jamie Grayson was one person who got his entire TikTok channel taken down, and it is still down from last I saw a comment from him on Instagram. He still doesn't have his channel up. He's using a secondary account and trying to build up a following there. And he hasn't gotten his channel back. He's not a part of this. And I don't think he has very nice things to say about these 2 women either. So again, why choose these 4 women? The other thing that I've considered is maybe Jeanette thinks that this is one of those Kardashian all press is good press things, but I can't imagine that a single practicing attorney at a firm has the financial bankroll to push her through all of these legal battles, because at this point now, here's an update for you. Paige Christie is also going to be suing Jen Gerard, according to her latest YouTube video. I assume Jen's going to be using her attorney for that. I do think that Jeanette is a specialized attorney at best, and maybe Jen Gerard should consider finding somebody who's a little bit more experienced. Allegedly, that's my opinion. In my opinion, when you're going against these big guns or these people who have people behind them, especially when the community's behind them, they can fund a pretty big defense. I think you should get yourself an experienced attorney. That's what you should do. I think trying to figure out the why in any of this is trying to make something irrational rational. So I don't really know. Any of these opinions that I have would be ridiculous in my mind. So, but I wouldn't put it past the possibility for, Jeanette. She seems to, go down swinging, and whether or not she wins or not, who knows? So what has happened from here? It looks like the 4 girlies, as we will call them, have started a GoFundMe page. They had an initial goal of raising $20,000, and they have far surpassed that goal. So as you can see here, in just 6 days, the Girlies versus Janet has raised $33,000, and they are pushing 34 very quickly. So the defense is funded, y'all. Is funded. I think they got what they came for, but I really do hope that people just keep sending them money. I donated. I am absolutely on the side of the girlies on this one, because again, this has much larger ramifications than just these girlies fighting with this lady. Also, I'm really hoping that they find a bomb ass attorney. Honestly, I think it's great that Jeanette and Ben had the gumption to go out there and start their own firm. But I do think that it's time for them to run into somebody who actually has some experience with these rules and understand how to fight them in court. Because I do think with this kind of backing and financial support that you can go find somebody who can win your case. So I'm glad that all 4 of them have decided to take this all the way through. And I'm hoping that they don't just settle out of court and take all their information down. Because again, what they are fighting for is a lot bigger than just their 4 platforms. So I think we are kind of at the beginning of this whole ordeal, and we're going to see what comes out of this. I'm sure that all 4 of the girlies are going to be telling us what happens after they are able to, and it's cleared with their lawyers. I think that Jeanette Braun is not going to be quiet. I don't think she's going away. I'm sure that there are still content creators who are going to be using her services, especially now that they see what she is willing to do on behalf of creators to make sure that the other side is silenced. I also think that Caffeinated Kitty is going to get more followers, and that's all I'm really here for. So if you take anything away from this, go follow Caffeinated Kitty on TikTok, go donate to the GoFundMe page, and make sure that people are able to still talk shit on the internet. Bye.